and welcome to Best of the Bottom, where bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. I am the Reverend JP, and that over there is.
And
what we do here is we drink some cheap boozes, and we review them, and we talk about whatever we find interesting, and stuff like that. We drink cheap booze, so you can too. Yeah. And I just keep adding more catchphrases to this show because I am insecure about myself, and I'm just trying to do everything I can to get validation from strangers on the internet.
I'm along for the ride.
And I've made it a family affair. Diane, welcome to my insecurity. How do you feel?
Insecure.
Thank you. That was the goal. But first things first on this show, we have a little something that we call the... God damn it. Are we doing this shit again? We're doing it again.
Remember when I said I was feeling insecure? I kind of meant it.
Well, hang on.
Bag of doom. How about that bag of doom, eh?
I am having technical difficulties.
Hey, the son of a bitch is back.
I don't know why this does this every once in a while. It just decides to kick my camera off because it's a little bitch. And I don't like it. It's not how I like to start this show. But we have a little thing that we like to get this show started with. And we call that fate, destiny, our I don't know any other words for fate, destiny. But it's a bag of doom. Ooh. You see in this bag, there are shots. And we shall reach into this bag and we will grab destiny by the cojones. And we will take down whatever is inside, whether it be good, bad, indifferent. And Diana always goes first. Reach across the interweb. Not sure what you does back.
99 butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
Just as bad as all the others.
You think it cinnamon cream.
It's not. It's still just as like alcohol bite.
Essentially, it's this one is like a rum chata. Sweet cream and real vanilla. Ew.
My fiance taught me a new way to open bottles. And it actually works.
Excellent, Diane.
So thank you, fiance.
Becoming an adult.
It's because I grab them with my palms and go like this. I got to use my fingies.
Cheers to using your fingers.
Yes. How'd you know?
I am slightly disappointed. I had scheduled a tweet to go out as soon as we went live, and was supposed to tweet out, but it didn't work.
Butterscotch burns so bad. It's not delightful at all.
But does it burn like
Oh, you didn't have a setup ready?
I didn't have a bad setup ready. All I had was this burn like gonorrhea. I felt like that was too uncouth.
I kind of was expecting that, honestly.
I know, but I was trying to find something different.
Yeah, well, thanks for trying.
And I'm seeing an ad for some sort of game that's running right now and it had a lot of cats in it. It looked interesting.
Are we running ads right this second?
Well, we were. It just ended. But Diane, do you know what time it is?
Yes. Flavor Flav type.
It's adventure time!
Oh, okay.
On this week's adventures of Florida Man! You see, what I do is, for Florida Man, I read a headline, I make up the story, because real life usually sucks. And I want to make things more whimsical. And Whimsy is my middle name.
Mhm.
Reverend J. Whimsy P.
Okay. CP.
That is exactly how it goes. And this week, meow.
Catty.
Florida man throws coffee, punches 76-year-old man at a Shell station. You see, this is simply a case of mistaken identity. That's all it comes down to. You see, this Florida man, first off, came to get his regular old coffee. You know, dry, funky, unusual, bitter gas station coffee. You know, it's like overly strong, but not in a good way. And tastes a lot like they just brewed the fresh coffee, pouring the old coffee back in. And it's got this kind of funky mold going on to it. Maybe there's a cigarette butt at the bottom. You know, gas station coffee. This man walked in, getting his usual coffee, and he looks over and he sees this elderly gentleman and he stares off into the distance. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a picture of another gentleman that was 30 years younger. And he thinks, my God, this is the man. This is the horrid evil man. And he runs to him and he says, my name is Sue. How do you do? And he punches him in the face and throws his coffee and then punches him in the nuts. And the poor old man falls to the floor and gasps and goes, "Ee!" And as he hits the ground, he goes, who the fuck is Sue? And then that moment he realized, ah, fuck. It's not my old man, god damn it. So he kicked him in the nuts again for not being his father. And then he helped him up. And we bought him some Krispy Kreme donuts next door. Because he felt bad. And from then on, this elderly gentleman looked and saw the pain in his eyes and realized, I may not be your real dad, but I will treat you as my son. Warm, warm feelings come across both of them, and they have never been parted ever since. They play baseball. They play catch. They go fishing every Tuesday afternoon. When one of them should be working, you figure out who. Because the other one is way back on child support payments. Florida man.
How wholesome.
It was wholesome. I tried to bring it around. I tried to bring it wholesomeness. I tried to make you happy.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
It's just what I needed, A good, wholesome.
Well,
whatever.
In days like this, you do your best. You just do your best. Now, Diane, Do you want to get to drinking what we're gonna drink?
Sure, why not?
I I I don't know how I feel about this one. I bought it mostly because it was something we haven't tried. It looked decent enough, and I didn't have time to search around. So tonight we shall be trying. Oh, I opened the wrong part of the fridge. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. They come in classic cola, cherry cola,
Okay.
citrus soda, and of course orange soda. And first thoughts, meh.
My first thoughts are I'm tired of seltzers. I miss the days of Trulies where they tasted like nothing. I just hope this isn't heavily flavored. But I have a feeling it's going to be.
I want to know, are they like true to the seltzer idea, or are they going to be more like a soda soda? Like, I don't know what to think of these. Are they going to be like dad's hard root beer kind of situation, or whatever it is, or grandpa's hard whatever it is?
It's got zero sugar. That might be nice.
It has real sugar.
Zero.
Oh,
Oh, but then it's got a little asterisk next to it, so I don't know.
well, it has to have some sugar. It's got alcohol in there.
Well, cane sugar.
So what flavor should go with? Should we go with one of the fruity flavors, or just go like straight up cola?
I want to do the. Let me see what our options are again. I kind of want to go with the citrus or the orange first.
Okay. You know what? Let's go with the orange. The orange seems like the best possible option. I'm gonna put this back. Keep it cold.
I just feel like I need something to counteract that butterscotch, and I feel like if I drink a cola one, I'm gonna make like a root beer floater, some kind of like a sarsaparilla, and I just don't want that flavor.
A butterscotch float. To new beginnings, or something or other.
That's not bad. Wow, kind of tastes like Airborne.
I can see that. I can see it definitely has an airborne situation going.
I don't know how I feel about it. It kind of has a weird aftertaste.
Yeah. Oh, I saw the asterisk says not a low calorie food. It has 100 calories. You know, it's not. It is not the worst beverage we've had.
No, it's kind of tastes like Tang with not enough water in it.
Definitely. But you know what I'm surprised at? Is it's actually orange in color.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Let me.
Maybe that's the soda part of it, eh?
See? It's actually more like a soda. It's not a seltzer, which is clear.
Ooh, I
Artificial
don't
food
know.
colorings. That is the way we like it here in America.
I don't know if I trust colored soda seltzers.
Well, that's what soda is, really. Technically, sodas come from seltzers. They said food coloring, some flavoring, more
Something
sugar.
to ruin my racist joke.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding. We like to step on each other's toes here at Best of the Bottom.
Yeah.
That way, nobody's funny.
Yes. We like to take all jokes, crush them, and cast them aside because this is a serious programming. We take this seriously. These beverages are not going to rate themselves. There's nobody going to just walk around telling you what you should drink and why and how much it costs. Which, by the way, this was 16, I think 1659 or 16. It was 16 something. It came out to about close to $17 for a 12 pack, and it's kind of on par for a lot of seltzers, but is it worth it?
I'm so burpy. I love things like this, but then it's like I kind of want to get through it, so I try to drink fast, and then next thing I know, I'm just burping.
We got 4 of these to get through. Got 4 of these sons of bitches. And I am not hitting the banners when I'm supposed to. I am slightly off my game today. Honestly, I am struggling. I am tired of shit.
I'm tired of shit. Tired of shit. That's like tired of shit too. I was gonna try and take a nap, and then I couldn't.
I did squeeze a little bit of nap in, like I got, because I came over, I got the display case done. The display case is finished. And my licensing should be getting here on the 10 to 15 business days. So Pink Street Tattoos and Piercings is going to be opening soon. The only bad thing is I still got like $1,000 worth of jewelry that hasn't gotten here.
Mm.
And that
Do you need me to hurt some people?
Yes.
What do you do? Yeah, that's
go over there and dislocate your knee in somebody's face.
I'll bounce it across room to room.
Just pop your kneecap out and just see if we can
I'll
whip it
send that
around the
knee
room.
out, then I'll lift myself up with my good leg and just do a spin across and just knock everybody
just,
out.
Woo!
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You'll have to pick me up afterwards because I'm gonna, the knee thing.
Yeah.
Once that bad boy's out, it's out.
It's gonna take a while.
Hi.
Hello. We're drinking this stuff. And it is stuff.
I lost mine for a second.
It's kind of like, it kind of has like, imagine you get airborne. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You pour your airborne, you put your airborne in your little cup of water and it goes, psst, and then you go, you know what helped this? And you open a pack of Smarties and you dump it in there too.
It's got like a tart, chalky.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how you get the chalkiness, the chalky flavor in here. Like, you can taste, like, even though it's liquid, my mouth feels chalky afterwards.
Yeah, it's like chalky. That's how you describe it.
Oh, nice. Thank you for gifting a sub. You're so kind.
Oh, yay.
Heart emojis. Heart emojis. A chalky cheers to you. I'm sorry I don't have anything better in our hand.
Yeah. It's a moonbeam.
Diane?
Yes.
Worst segue ever, Diane. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop.
Well, it felt good for me, I felt like that was a good.
Oh,
I felt special.
well, you know what?
We've never lost our sense of what's truly important. The great taste of Charleston Chew.
I'm just never gonna get old doing it. Oh shit. Ah,
On
oh
this Memorial Day especially.
oh yes, yes, yes. It's fitting. It's fitting. Fitting. Now, Diane, this week's booze in the news. You know, inflation is getting out of control. Gas prices are going up. Even your bootleg drinks on the New York City streets are going up in price.
Oh, jeez.
What is the world coming to? Headline says, thanks, Biden. Illegal nutcracker drinks sell at inflated $15 in New York. Now, I've never heard of a nutcracker until, well, at least as far as the boozy. Like when I hear nutcracker, I'm thinking either,
Jackass or
well, I was thinking,
did you go with us that one time we went to see Nutcracker? Or were you
no,
like, no, you were probably out of the house by then.
yeah, I have not. I have not gone to see the Nutcracker live, which I'm thankful
Oh,
for.
I got to wear this velvet. It was like a velvet dress with feathers and a little shawl. It was so 90s. It was my favorite thing I owned. As a tomboy, I wore like Duke clothes most of the time, but that was the one girl thing that I owned and I loved it.
Yeah, you know, as long as you're happy.
Hmm.
But
That is.
back to Nutcrackers. Sha-sha-sha-sha. So, a Nutcracker is an illegal boozy beverage sold by park and beach vendors. Uh, and they're selling at $15 a bottle. And so it's like, let's see. So concoction is like fruit juice and liquor. So it's basically just like whatever you got around the house and some like Hawaiian punch, some vodka and fruit juice. It's pretty simple. But it used to be 8-ounce bottles for 5, 12-ounce bottles for 10. And now they are, where is it? I guess it's just $15 a piece. So
Where the hell's Matthew?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know. But
Continue. My bad. I'm sorry.
a lot of New Yorkers are enraged or angry about $15 nutcrackers. I mean, look, the
Does it say
point,
what a nutcracker is?
yeah, I just said like it's legitimately just fruit juice and liquor. Like it
Oh,
doesn't, it's not like a
it's not
specific
like
thing.
a. Oh,
Like I was expecting like it had like a certain flavor, like I don't know, peanut butter whiskey and like Coca-Cola or something, or something like that. That makes sense to me.
so is it probably like a Mad Dog kind of situation, or is it?
It's just basically you got some vendors walking around making some mixed drinks and selling them to you on the down low. So instead of like going to a bar,
Oh, so it's like. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm here. I'm feeling you.
yeah. So they make them, they obviously got a heavy pour, you know,
Yeah.
it's a lot stronger than like if you went to a bar because it's just, Tony from around the way. He's like, hey, forget about it.
Hmm.
And prices are going up. Like the whole point of these things is basically to save you money instead of having to buy them, buy mixed drinks at a bar and shit like that.
I would be kind of scared to buy alcohol off of somebody like I'm like just a.
those are true thoughts. Like,
Mixed drinks, you know what? If somebody was like, if I'm driving down a dirt road or something, a tire blows out, a lovely gentleman stops to help me, put the tire back on. He's like, oh, by the way, I have moonshine. I might buy from him, or I might take his moonshine. Something about moonshine puts me at ease for some reason.
Or a lady, or a non-binary individual. Let's make this equal. Doesn't have to be some fella.
I just decided it was a guy.
It does feel like.
I mean, anybody, I guess. But in the story, it's a guy. His name is Jim Bob.
I mean,
he was kind enough to help me with my tire. He
in a
didn't
world
kill me.
Where we tend to standardize gender normative things, this seems like a very doodly thing to do.
Yeah.
So,
I was just thinking in my fantasy,
it's a fantasy now. Whoa.
Yeah.
All right. Calm it down.
I'm telling the story, and it's a dude.
Calm it down.
Are you podcasting?
Yes. You want to try this? Here, try it. Try it. Try it. It's terrible.
I'm clean and sober.
It's some what? He's off the sauce.
Hello.
It tastes chalky.
Why would I want to drink it?
Everything tastes chalky.
Because it's terrible. When you get something that tastes terrible, you want to share it with your closest people. Isn't that right, Diane?
Yes.
Smells good.
Taste it.
No.
It's like orange soda, but chalky.
So what are you talking about here?
We're talking about the outrageous prices of nutcrackers in New York City. It's an illegal booze drink sold on the streets. On the beaches and on the boardwalk. He's clean and sober. He's off the junk.
About to.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if someone in a trench coat came up to me and was like, "Hey, lady, I got some real special shit here," and it was Everclear and Kool-Aid. Honestly, I'd probably die.
I wouldn't even buy it.
Moonshine.
Especially at $15 a bottle.
Yeah.
I approach
Well,
something, a liquid of some kind that could be poison.
And here comes Jesse.
Yeah, that's just.
Like, bro.
I'll just.
This is going
Y'all
to stand
can't
here
hear
and
me,
flex.
of
No, he
course.
cannot hear you
Yeah, we can't hear you.
because I don't have the other headphones. And I put on the speakers
I
because I'm
just
going to get
ate,
feedback.
so you can't see my abs.
I don't know what to-
Yeah.
Good job, Jesse.
Strong work. Great skills.
Oh, last time I saw him, I was like, his arms have definitely gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Baby shower? Who's that? The one girl with the mystery.
Everclear is in the top 10 of drinks that'll possibly kill you.
Dude, Everclear, I've had it a couple times. First time I had it was at a party, and everybody was just like, "Oh my god, we're too afraid to drink the Everclear." And it was just like, well, I was already messed up because I was like, that was one of the first times I'd really smoked weed.
Like right now.
And then I also had my first dab ever.
Did you hear it in the shower?
And
Just
everything
random
went
background.
wonky, and then I had one Everclear shot, and I was just tripping balls. Like everything.
Charred.
I'm sorry.
It's charred.
That was a couple weeks ago. Sorry. Kurt's over here distracted from the podcast.
Hey, what about the new Stranger Things?
No, that's not this. We're not talking about it. I haven't even watched any of it.
Oh, it's great.
We're talking about something else. We're talking about Chippendale Rescue Rangers later on.
That old thing. I haven't seen it yet.
Anyone. Anyways, Diane, go on with your story about your terrible experiences with Everclear. Because I don't know if anybody has a good story with Everclear.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody drank it. Everybody was impressed, but it was just like it was
Well, I'm
quite
not
a shot.
excited.
It was quite a shot back then. Bye. You can't hear me anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, it was a thing. A lot of well, it was pretty much girls who were like, "Let me take this shot," and then it was like, now that I'm older, I'm like, maybe all the dudes were like, "We're gonna let them get fucked up," but like, all the ladies stepped up, and dudes were just like, "Nah, I'm gonna stick to my Pabst."
That's the safest thing to do.
That was the beer of the time, Pabst.
Every Everclear experience I have ever had has all ended badly. It often ends up in a lot of vomit.
The only time I've ever vomited like crazy was Long Island iced tea.
Well, the thing I hate about like Everclear is like you can like legitimately taste it comes from corn.
Yeah.
It's like you legitimately, it's like burning corn. It's like you're trying to eat
It's
corn on the
burning corn.
cob. It's like you got a corn on the cob that is legitimately on fire, and you decide, I'm gonna eat this anyways.
No butter.
And it's sweet and it burns, and
Because
it's more like, actually, I take that back. It's more like you dunked your corn in a vat of lye, and then you start just eating it, and you can feel it burning. It doesn't feel like it's should be burning.
Satan.
Satan kernels. It's like if you took a corn cob, stuck it up Satan's ass. Oh shit! I had my hairbrush sitting here. It was kind of hanging over the edge, and I flicked it, and it caught one of the shot glasses, and it shot the shot glass up in the air. And surprisingly, nothing broke.
I can guarantee you it wasn't as cool as my paint flying across last week.
That is true. That is true. Is
all the paint survived, in case you were wondering.
Jesse must be taking a shower. I hear a rave going on. But yeah, it's like if you took a corn cob, stuck it up Satan's ass, and just took a fresh bite. That is a description of Everclear. It's sweet, it burns, and then you vomit later.
Yeah. Well, I never vomited, but I was scared out of my gourd though, because I was like, I was definitely crossfaded. It was probably one of the scare. I seriously was having a great time, but I was so scared. It was just like I just remember smiling and then just like feeling the tears welling up in my eyes because everything was so scary. It was like shrooms, but I just had taken a dab and like a little bit of weed and then that shot and I was just like I told Sammy I made Sammy walk out with me and we walked to the car and I was like, Sammy, I swear to God, I'm about to cry and I can't stop it. Like I'm just like I'm so freaked out and I'm trying not to be freaked out, but I am losing my mind. And she was like, calm down, and we're setting it because it was like I don't know how to describe it. It was like a bunch of like little townhouses in like they were all kind of like next to each other. I don't know where to
Well, that's
I
how
don't know if you know,
townhouses usually are. Townhouses.
but do you know what I'm but there was a bunch of them. It was like do you know what I'm talking about? It's here in town. So it's
I can think.
it's over by where you live, but like do you know where Carson used to live?
Oh,
And it's like but it's like in quads, I think, you know?
is it?
Anyway, it's not important. But we
Was
were
it-
out in front of somebody else's yard.
Was that in
and
the
they were
old?
just-
Was that in the old house I used to live on Sexton, off of Sexton?
No, I mean, like, you're close to him now.
Oh, I can think of a few places like that. But Diane, let's try to get into the seltzer thing. I'm trying to get through all 4 of these before the show ends and actually drink them.
I don't want. I'm trying to drink them fast because I don't want to have a bunch, like 4 open, just useless. Like, I don't know if
Those
because after the show, sometimes I don't really feel like drinking, and I'm tired as hell after this, and I'm just don't want to wake up and have half a.
Yeah, my neon bursts. I just poured them out today. They were sitting here on the desk, still half full.
Damn, just in a week.
Yeah. Like I couldn't finish them that night. I was just like, oh, I'm not feeling it. I am not feeling it. And
Because I don't want to waste it. If I don't drink them now, they're gone.
Yeah.
Because these flat, actually, this one flat might not be bad. The orange one?
This one might actually be better. The flat.
I would not be upset with this if it got flat, I don't think.
Then it will taste like watered down Tang. Will it retain its chalkiness? No. This chalky. Will it retain the chalkiness though?
I don't have a big enough glass in here. You've got a glass big enough for that.
What?
Your unicorn, maybe.
To do
Did
what
you drink
now?
your first one?
Yeah, I just chugged the last bit just now.
Oh.
Why is my unicorn sticky?
Well, shit.
That sounds like a weird
We do have
statement.
you know what? I can do that. I'll try that. For Moonbeam, I'll try that.
A dim glass. I've done that though many a times. How many times at the end of the show have I been like, let me pour all these flavors together and see how it turns out? And then I often regret my life decisions.
I had hold on. I have a Route 44 thing. So, routes. So I'll pour this in here already because I missed the time period for that. And then what one are we doing?
I went for the citrus.
Okay. Well, okay.
But Diane, I spelt that wrong.
Hmm.
It's not the ReQ Rangers. The ReQ Rangers. So you asked me if I had watched the Rescue Rangers reboot. And
Yes, I did.
I did.
Because thoughts?
So
Because if you hadn't seen it, I was definitely going to recommend it.
So I've seen some reviews where people are like, oh, it's like the sequel to Roger Rabbit. No. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch. It's not quite on the level of Roger Rabbit.
They did give shout outs to Roger Rabbit.
Yes, they did. Roger Rabbit did make a cameo, and I appreciated that greatly.
And they had dip. The dip, a little thing of the ooze that they drop the characters.
Oh, did they?
into.
I didn't even see that part.
Yeah, he rolls out his thing, and then they have a little vial of the dip.
Damn, I missed that part. I'm gonna have to watch it again because I know there's a lot of Easter eggs in there.
Yeah,
I love the fact that the cop was like a Gumby knockoff, and I appreciate a lot of the Randy Marsh appears in there.
Yeah.
and they had some like Simpson knockoff, which I don't understand why they just go put like a full on Simpsons character, and they're considering the fact that they own Fox now. But whatever, whatever. But
I mean, I guess spoilers, kind of. But I mean, I don't know how into depth we're gonna go with everything. But
well, let me lay down the premise without trying to get into some spoilers. So I saw that there was going to be a Rescue Rangers reboot. I saw the little ads, and then when I saw the trailer, and I was like, oh, like it's not going to be like a live action Rescue Rangers like the actual show. It's like it has Rescue Rangers stuff. There is a case that goes on, but it's more of Chip and Dale are actors that hit it big with Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Which the only thing that here's my issue is they didn't pay homage to the original Disney cartoons of Chip and Dale prior to them to having Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. But okay, we're retconning it. I get it. Fine. And I did like the fact that they had them talking in like regular voice instead of being high pitched the entire time. So I do feel like if they talked in the Chip and Dale voice for hours, for like a whole hour and a half.
well, I really do feel like this movie was kind of like meant for older.
Yeah.
It feels very because it is kind of Roger Rabbit. Like it's like
It's a very nostalgic.
kids can watch it, but it's also like kind of for the adults too.
And then I also feel like I kind of wish they leaned a little bit more into the adult aspect. But not I mean, I get it. Disney's not going to go full on still. But I feel like they could have had a little bit more adult humor. But overall, it was pretty good. But let me get back to so Chip and Dale, it kind of goes back to them becoming friends in school, and they end up making it big. They hit it off. The best friends. They get Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Dale ends up having an ego. He goes off and tries to do his own show. That flops. It ends the Rescue Rangers. And the show gets canceled. And now they're kind of like Dale's just working the Comic-Con circuits. Chip is what is he? He's a insurance claim adjuster or no insurance salesman.
Something like that.
Yeah. So he's got a regular job. Monterey Jack is still hooked on cheese. Gadget's married to Zipper, which it's kind of weird, but it's kind of nice gag, but it kind of gives me a little kind of vibes to it. But okay, we'll let it go.
I thought it was cute.
The fly mice.
Mhm. Otherwise, they'd just be mice, and we all know that like
Yeah, but
hybrids are cuter.
yeah, but essentially, there's a villain that's like taking, all these cartoon characters and doing bootleg films, and they're kidnapping them, and basically Chip and Dale are trying to end up kind of doing real type Rescue Rangers, and they try to solve the crime. And I'm not going to give you into the whole thing, other than Peter Pan is the villain. I just got to go with that. Peter Pan is the villain.
Did you read it?
Yeah,
Cool.
that sounds good. That's a good idea. That sounds like a good episode too. We can make it a YouTube show.
Or we could see who could make the best dip.
Yes,
Oh, mine would be so rancid.
I know.
I would blend like sardines up. And, like,
we no longer have the episode that has the witch's asshole.
yeah. That wasn't that bad though, honestly.
It actually turned out surprisingly better than I expected.
I might be a good like bartender, dude, because it was a hollowed out jalapeno.
No, it was a bell pepper.
A bell pepper, that's what I meant. My bad. bell pepper, and then I like poke sardines to the sides of it with like toothpicks. And then I
Yes.
can't remember what was actually poured in it.
I know there was tomato juice
Yeah, there was
and
tomato
some type
juice
of
and
liquor.
yeah,
I don't remember.
because it was probably vodka. Because vodka is what I got all the time.
Yeah, true. Vodka's your go-to.
Yeah, vodka is if I'm doing something. It's cheap, so but it actually
And
turned out decently tasty.
the funniest thing is Sammy discovered she really liked sardines that day.
Yeah, she kept eating all the sardines, and I was like, "Damn, I thought this was gonna be grosser, but it actually turned out relatively tasty."
Too bad we didn't have that on camera back then.
Nope.
So, real quick, this I think is better than the orange. Did you try the citrus?
You really think so? No, I'm more shocked that you think it's better. I don't like this.
I didn't say it was good. I said it was better.
I can tolerate the orange more than I can tolerate this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. It tastes dirty.
It tastes dirty.
It tastes dirty, like a lime that fell on the floor and then rolled into the sand, and then they picked it up and just went, "You know what? We're good." It's not gritty, but it tastes like it should be gritty.
I can see how you feel that way.
Thank you.
I feel
Thank you
like
for being understanding.
it's slightly better than Sierra Mist. I don't know how you feel about Sierra Mist, but that's my feeling on this. The only thing that I'm finding is a problem with these is I'm feeling really full.
Yeah, that's why this chugging thing. I'm like, I'm gonna put all these in here. I won't be able to chug it all. They'll have one nasty drink left over.
Yeah. I still don't know why my unicorn sticky. I haven't used this cup in a while.
Children's.
Children.
Can't keep them away from your unicorn cup.
No. But Diane, how did you feel about Rescue Rangers overall as a film?
I was pleasantly surprised.
I mean, when I saw the official
And
trailer,
also, yes, movie, yes. I would love that. Everybody got pretty fucked up last time. I'll get you fucked up quick. That's my
That's
MO.
true.
Everybody,
What-
let's get to what we're here for.
by the way, I just want to say the important thing is I win. We Diane held our heads high at the end of the night. We were the only non-pukers in the bunch.
Besides designated driver.
Yes.
But I was hungover the next day, so God bless everybody else. I didn't throw up, but I was not feeling good, and I feel like honestly throwing up is the way to go. How did you feel? You were probably fine.
In the morning, a little bit hungover, but not bad. I didn't have to work the next day, so there was nothing I had to do. So I kind of just chilled out. Had a nice chill day at home. Can't really complain. I had a lovely extra day off from work.
I really think, like I said, I've talked on here before. My friend has a way. She always throws up sometime during the party, comes back, and she's refreshed and new, and that's how she lives her life. Right? Not her life, but her party life.
Yes.
She'll go make herself throw up and be like, okay, let's go. What's up? But yeah, I don't think throwing up's a bad thing at a party, especially if you have to live the next day, you know?
Ah, yes. The first time blacking out. I've done it once, and I try to avoid ever having that happen again.
Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, because I don't know. I've never, well, no, I've done some not great things blacked out drunk. First time I was blacked out, there was a time where blackout drunk was cute for me. I'll be honest.
I feel
Uh,
like once you're past the age of 25, blackout drunk is no longer a cute thing to do.
yeah, you just kind of.
Now,
I mean,
prior
if it doesn't chase you away the first time it ever happens to you, it eventually, with maturity, comes. Oh,
well,
maybe I don't want to be so fucked up. I can't remember talking to people or what the fuck was done.
yes.
It sounds like fun in the beginning. We're all having a fun time, but then you realize like what you kind of.
You're just happy there's no video evidence.
And nowadays, good luck.
I know.
Good luck. But yeah. I really feel like I missed right before that started getting super popular because like we were house party bunches because we didn't really. I mean, we were underage, so there's that. But like, went to house parties all the time, and if somebody would have been videotaping at
Oh
the time,
man.
my god,
Everybody
my
be
god,
canceled. Everyone's canceled.
cancel. I don't even think it's like. I mean, I don't know, just ridiculous. I don't even know. I don't even know. We used to have like we drink, we'd all wake up at my house, and then it would be like we'd tell each other what each other did. And now I'm like, as an adult,
uh,
I remember this. I was just talking
I
to
remember
the
that
fiance
too.
about this.
And my answer was, I mean, fairly decent, but weird shit does happen here.
And I was just like, why the hell would you tell them that? Because it's not like people are getting shot outside your house every day. And I feel like everybody's response was more like, "I'm glad you let us know." And I was like, I was like, no. I was like, I don't think it's that serious.
I mean, in the last year, out of I lost count of how many shootings we had in this town, in this city. Most of them were were either across the street, down the street, around the corner. They were all within this neighborhood. One of the only ones that wasn't in this neighborhood, the suspect lived across the street.
What are you counting? What are you counting as a neighborhood? Like how many blocks are we counting in your neighborhood?
I'm counting 5 because that's kind of bullet grazing distance.
Crazy.
This isn't like a
Five
massive
neighborhoods.
city, but like they've all
Each
been pretty
neighborhood is a
close.
street.
There's been quite a few over here. The SWAT team has been out a few times.
You do live on the one of the longest streets, though.
I'm just saying, like I'm saying, like from my house, like my house is kind of right in the middle. 2 streets over this way, 2 streets over that way, and then you got my street. So this little area that I'm in, a good majority of them have been less than half a mile from my house. And then we had the drive-by shooting that was legitimately across the street.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know. It was just like, now we got people in the house worried about being shot outside the house. Half of us are smokers. Great. Great.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, from when I grew up in this neighborhood, I mean, there was a few gang fights, but there wasn't that many shootings.
Wasn't that the place some motherfucker broke my skateboard?
No,
That's
that
Martha.
was Martha. Martha.
Martha. Um, somebody broke my skateboard on Martha, and it was me. It was a plastic blue skateboard, and it made me very upset.
It was an original penny board.
Do you know what it's like to wonder where your skateboard is and then to go across the street and find it smashed to pieces? They didn't steal it even to use it. They just broke my skateboard.
By the douche nozzles next door.
Oh, I hated it. I hated them. I remember the wheels were still intact, and I was like, "Can I tie them to my shoes and turn them into roller skates?" And I couldn't.
Oh, the devastation.
Oh,
Those evil, evil kids.
because you gave it to me, didn't you?
I don't remember.
Or you?
Think so.
I feel like you had something to do. Maybe I was just trying to emulate my brother, but I was so happy to have a skateboard.
Yes. And it was just like a little penny board. I think it was purchased at a yard sale.
Probably. But damn, did I love that fucking skateboard. And then
Ugh.
just to walk across the street and see it smashed. It was like I didn't see anybody do it, but I was just like, what are those blue pieces across the street? That's the same color as my skateboard. Like,
Yeah.
and then being like wheels, and I feel like I remember running back to the house upset about it, but like
I do remember getting to their faces at school about it the next day.
oh
But we also had many confrontations.
yeah, I remember you not liking them, and I remember mom talking to their whoever they were because I'm not sure if it was their dad or if it was their grandpa or something like that.
I think it was the grandpa. Well, because the one kid that lived next door and the other kid lived down the street, and I remember his sister was kind of into me, and I think
I was
that's also why he didn't
I
like
feel
me.
like I remember that too. Uh, How were you with Mandy at that time or no?
No, this was before I even knew Mandy existed. I was only in 8th grade.
So I was like, what age then?
I
Because I
don't know.
remember a lot from that house, and I remember having issues with the neighbors.
So I would have been like 13, 14.
So I was 3 or 4.
I think so, because this was like 8th grade, and then yeah, probably like 14, 15. Because then I went off into high school. So
Because
14, 15. So you might have been 4 or 5.
I just remember that being devastating, and I remember mom being pissed, and I remember I remember a lot from that house.
I
I remember throwing a cinder block, not a cinder block, but like part of this like wall into the air and it landed on my head and I was just like, "Oh fuck." And I'm pretty sure I had a concussion, but I just walked into the house and just fucking
I
went to sleep.
remember being so mad at you and or Deborah because I was skating home one night, and I don't know what you guys were doing, but you left the broom between those like those yuccas right there. You left the broom between the yuccas, and I don't know if you remember. I think I yelled at you the next day. The broom handle was across the sidewalk,
I
and
feel like I do
and there
because
was the street light, the way it was set, there was a shadow cast over, so you couldn't see anything was there. And I was in, it's just a nice little downhill slope, and I was hauling ass like I normally do every day. And I hit that, I was moving too. I hit that broom handle so hard. I remember flying through the air and landing in the driveway on my shoulder. My shoulder was all bruised and scraped up, and I just barely missed hitting my head. And I remember falling onto my back going, "What the fuck was that?" And I got up, and there was the broom laying there, and I just remember getting mad. And I just started smashing the broom.
mom said, "Clean up the rocks so your brother doesn't die." She didn't say, "Make sure the broom handle isn't in the way of his skateboard." That
uh,
was not part of the deal, buddy.
I just remember being so mad.
I feel like I remember that because that was like one of the first, not one of the first times, but I remember like being really mad at us. I remember one time we played with your action figures while you were away and you weren't happy with that. And then one
Yes,
time, and I feel like I kind of remember the broom thing, but
yes, that hurt. But Moonbeam, thank you for the biddies. And it's a lovely
Yay!
image. Dan, can you
Thank
see the
you.
GIF thing?
I can't.
It's a dude going.
Yeah, not like this, 100% not like this. Because that's exactly how I remember it in my head, just being like, oh no. Oh no, no, no. And then like looking both ways before I cross the street and then just running across and being like, ah, just picking up the pieces, picking up the wheels, like the trucks, and being like, maybe I can make them into skates, and then just being like, just devastated. I remember running to my mom and crying and just being like, because I didn't know what happened. Like at the time, I don't think I knew like the neighbor kids and everything was like an issue. I
Yeah,
know mom at some point did talk to the grandpa and like they had like a decent relationship, I think, but
yeah. Well,
like,
because the old man was cool as shit. He drove a hearse, and he always wore a top hat.
well, fantastic.
Like, I guess like the cool gene like skipped a generation, and he got the douche gene. But that kid, I don't know, because I remember the old man would come out and talk to us and chill, and that also piss off that kid.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Hey,
All I just
Vegas.
remember is
Hello. We're reliving bad memories.
yeah. Um, yeah. Whatever happened with that? Like, did we just move and then that was the end of that?
Yeah, we
Like, y'all
moved.
went to school together, right? So,
Yeah,
because didn't something happen to him? Didn't he get in trouble for something?
I don't remember.
I
Honestly,
feel like I remember a lot from that situation. Because, again, the death of my first skateboard. It was pretty hard.
it was traumatic. And then when Jesse was supposed to watch the kittens and he actually let them all out.
Oh my god. I forgot that that was that house. That
With
was Angel,
Black
a
Hole
Black Hole
Sun
Sun, and
and Sure!
yeah, Sugar. And I can't remember which one came back for a bit and then they disappeared again. But that was crazy to come back from vacation because we was that Minnesota or where was that?
That was Ruidoso.
Oh, we weren't even
Because
that far, son of a bitch.
no, well, because the what happened is I guess the window was open just a little bit and they just climbed out the window and ran off.
Oh, I remember being so devastated.
I know. Jesse felt bad too because he didn't know they ran off. But
well,
I
wasn't taking
mean,
very good care of me.
I get like I've gave him
I would
shit
have been
about that
devastated.
for a long time.
Because how old was he? He wasn't that old, right?
He would have been 15
Yeah.
because
I couldn't expect a 15-year-old.
Jesse's birthday is like in between mine and Billy's.
Mm,
I haven't heard
yeah.
from that guy in a long time.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's
Friends.
been I know he came down like several years ago when Kurt and Jesse were pretty young. I haven't seen him in a long ass time.
Yeah.
Now, Diane,
Mhm.
have you seen this stuff with Kourtney Kardashian and I guess Travis Barker trying to have a baby? And I
Have I?
guess Courtney's infertile?
Oh.
Yeah. Which isn't Courtney pretty young?
No.
No, that's Kylie Jenner's. That's the really young one.
She's the oldest of the Kardashians. She's 40
Okay.
something.
Okay.
So that shouldn't be. I mean, some people can in their 40s, but
That's right.
that's
I do
not
remember her being 40s, in her 40s.
They're all in there. Well, not all of them, but
so they're seeing this infertility doctor, and would you like to hear what Kourtney Kardashian's fertility doctor had advised her to do to help with her thyroid levels? He recommends Kourtney drinks his semen 4 times a week. Now, I
that's what
want
she recommended.
that's what
Kind of.
that's what the doctor recommended Kourtney do. Now, I still want to know, like, what is the quantity? Like, stop the spread of the Kardashians. Yeah, so in order to help her get pregnant, he's supposed to drink Travis Barker's semen 4 times a week. Now, I don't know anything about it. I just read that headline, and I was like, what? I was out
I don't know what.
of
We're trying to make a baby. Wrong hole, but I mean, if it helps, I mean, go for it.
I don't know what the idea is behind this, but I just saw it and I was like, what the fuck? I don't know why that came across my Google feed.
Oops, I clicked it again.
We had some audio issues for a second there.
Are they still happening?
I don't know. It might have been an internet lag. Because the internet. Because Xfinity is a bunch of bastards.
Best.
But yeah, I didn't really have too much to say about the topic. I just thought, really? Really? And then, but see, here's where my thought went. Immediately,
Well,
my brain went to not like, okay, not like the normal way, like giving blowies and just, like
yeah, she's got to be milking him.
no, like I immediately thought about like filling up like a shot glass, which I mean, homeboy's got to stay very hydrated to be able to fill up a shot glass, and then like, you know, like so, like maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No, because Sunday then it'll be so.
I'm trying to drink as much as this of this citrus stuff, so I don't have to drink it with.
So maybe
all the-
maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sundays. He fills up a shot glass, and at the end of the night, she's like, "Oh, here, Kourtney, this is for you. It's been chilled. Would you like an ice cube?" And she has to, that's immediately where my brain went. And she has to use this exact one with the skulls because, satanic ritual or something.
Oh no, just because she's dating Travis Barker, she's doing all the skulls and all the
Oh,
shit
yeah.
she can.
She's confused emo with punk rock. But and then I thought, could you imagine trying to slurp down an entire shot glass of jizz?
Mm.
No, you can't do a twist of lime. That's gonna curdle.
Well, you put it in your mouth and then you shoot it.
Maybe pour just a little. No, I can't do Irish cream because I don't know. It just
Why not too creamy?
well, I thought Irish cream, but then I thought the problem might be is because there's alcohol in it. You don't want to kill everything off because I feel like that's part of the thing. Is needs to be,
Ah, yes.
it's just
It's for health benefits, not for a fun time.
yes. Uh, and then,
We forget. Okay, that's why it's not blowjobs, and that's why it's not, you know,
and then
it's
because
for health reasons.
I read the article when I was at work, and I told my partner Kenley, I was like, "Hey, this is what she said, dude." And she was like, "Oh, what?" And I was like, "Oh, how was that nutritional, or how does that help?" And I said, "I don't know, but it's got at least 40 calories in it, from what I've been told.
Hmm.
I mean, it's high in protein." Yeah. I feel like you should do sugar around the rim because it's already salty. You just make it too salty. Because my brain didn't go to the immediate fun things. I just thought immediately like, all right, you need to take your medicine. Let me go into the bathroom.
It
About
just seems like counterproductive. Like shoot your loads in my mouth so I can you can eventually shoot them in my vagina so we can have kids.
speaking of loads, did you see the the documentary about that dude in Indiana, that fertility doctor?
I still
Like,
haven't watched it.
you haven't watched it?
I know about it just from the news, but
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
yeah, I
know
know about
about
it from
it.
Thing, but then I watched the whole thing, and they're talking about because it's a small community that a lot of these people live in, and people talking about they did their 23andMe and they got like 3,000 relatives, and but as far as like the half siblings go, I think they're up to 98 at the filming of the documentary, and they were some of them were talking about they're having children. They're like, "Oh, all right, because of this, you need to be careful about who you date when you get older in high school, talking to their children, because they could be dating first cousins."
Yeah, well, like when me, I don't my father, my mom thought that my father might have kids before they met. But she doesn't know. I don't know what family I had, and that was always a thought in my head, like, what if I come across somebody who's my sibling and I don't know?
I
But
feel like
like
I
in
f-
a place, their odds are so ridiculously crazy that that must be like that's
yeah,
a new thought in that town. Like we gotta get DNA testing, make sure we're not related.
they're that's kind of the whole crux of
Because in
the
my head, I'm
documentary.
thinking United States, New Mexico. They're like the small town 90, like that's crazy.
But what's even more frightening is, I guess, since this has come out, they have found 44 other fertility doctors have done the same thing.
I mean, duh. That's such a weirdly I don't know. It's because he's a doctor, and I know that's important in sperm donor.
Yeah.
Like he has a good job, but it's also like they didn't ask for you, bro. Like just donate your sperm in the normal way, unless you're thinking you're so hideous women won't choose you. Like you obviously have qualities that females would choose in like, you know, choosing a donor. So either you gotta look like fucking I don't know, God knows what, but it's just like just do just donate your sperm.
Fuck.
Is that not enough, doctor?
So,
Your DNA is still getting implanted into a woman. Is that not what you want?
yes.
Just let it be by a lady's choice. Like, how hard is that? That's crazy.
Took a DNA test, found out I'm 100%
I'm
banging my
100%.
half sibling. My children are 100% inbred.
That's
What?
the whitest thing I've ever heard you say. Okay.
So I'm gonna go to the cherry cola because
Mhm.
this one's gonna explode everywhere because I dropped it. Um,
There's a little bit into the cup of doom.
that sounded like a lot of it.
There's a lot of it because honestly, it's
You know
not
what's really,
hard to
you know what's
drink,
really,
but it's not easy
you know what,
either.
you know what's awesome this time? This time
Mm.
you're doing it, not me.
No, that's what makes it not awesome. My favorite thing is watching you do things I don't want to.
Like I've puked on stream. I've done a lot of ridiculous things.
Or
Yes,
like
cherry cola, hard soda.
I'm actually afraid of the cola ones more.
I know, like
This time I feel like it's worse for less.
this one right here. Like
Oh, it smells good though, kind of. It smells like what are they called? Roshino? Is that the word?
maraschino cherry.
Yeah.
It does. Like
What's a Rosh? Never mind. Forgive me.
like cola beverages, their knockoff brands are always so bad. Like RC Cola. And actually, Jolt Cola wasn't bad, but Jolt Cola was full of caffeine, and that made me happy because I have a caffeine addiction. Although it's gotten better, I have only been drinking one energy drink per shift, one a day. That is, I there was a time I was going through 4 bangs a day.
Yeah, it's because they've let you down. The whole brand.
Oh fuck! Why did I bring it up? No, it's not.
It was hilarious because my fiance Maverick, he talked to me first, and he was like, "Do you think we can get Justin to flip out about bang seltzers in public?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then he walks up to him and Justin are just standing there talking, and he says something about bang, and he was like, "I'm not taking the bait. I'm not doing it." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And it just is just like, "Nope." Nope.
Yes, he walked up and he said, "So I saw that they gave him a case of Bang Hard seltzers."
Oh yeah, that's what he said.
I said, "I'm not taking the bait." So what do you mean? I said, "Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not taking the bait." And I just walked away with my little cake, and I headed outside. And he's like, "Oh, what? What do you mean? It's just Bang seltzers. What are you talking about?" I said, "You're not getting me this time." And I went outside. But in my mind, you know, Bang
This
Hard
tastes
seltzers.
well,
Honestly, now that you think about it, every time I go to a gas station and I see the bangs, even when they have my favorite flavors, the rainbow unicorn and candy apple crisp, I can't look at Bang the same way ever again. I just can't. I see them and I just feel like just sheer disappointment and sadness in my soul. And I have not had a Bang energy drink since.
I believe it.
I think we've uncovered some deep rooted trauma here, and I appreciate that. I can work past this now. Maybe then I will be less triggered by Bang seltzers. We're not praising Bang in any way, shape, or form. Look, I'm going to admit their flavors are fine. They captured the flavor to a T. It was exactly as the Bang energy drinks go. That's fine. The flavor is not the problem. Flavor is that they got the same alcohol percentage as these fucking hard seltzers. That's not what Bang is about. Bang, you're the makers of fucking Redline. Sorry. 5% ABV is
He
for
won't even allow somebody to praise Bang
no,
Seltzers and
no.
Is what he's
We
saying.
will not encourage this kind of behavior. We are not encouraging this.
I honestly am shocked at how good the cherry cola.
Oh, I haven't tried it yet.
Well, get on it. Because I also have to go to the bathroom. This is too much liquid.
Do you have to pee?
Yes.
All right, go pee. I'll take over for a second.
Okay.
This actually isn't too bad. I'm still not sure about the regular cola one. I feel like that's going to be a disappointment. It really is. It just, I think what this has got going for is the cherry flavor. I feel it, honestly, I feel like they should have done cherry cola, lime, orange, and grape. Grape soda is the best soda. I will say this time and time again. Anything that recreates that Dimetap flavor of my childhood just brings back warm, happy memories. And when I taste that sweet, sweet grape nectar, it's just, it's soothing, it's comforting, and it just brings me back to simpler times. Times of playing G.I. Joes with my friends, you know, playing Hot Wheels. I remember I had an Avon box just full of Hot Wheels. Like, Avon boxes are pretty good sized boxes. They're nice and sturdy. And I had some hand towels, and I had like my nicest cars on the bottom, my favorite ones, and the next layer, and then it went up to just my janky ones up on the top. And then we would be playing cars in the backyard, and we'd make some roadways and tunnels and make this whole little city. And sometimes we'd even do some different stuff and get some of the action figures involved. And so when we interact with each other, like we're talking somewhere, we'd be playing with the GI Joes, and then we go to the cars and we're having like road chases and fights and explosions, and just, you know, all those great memories bring just, that's what grape Dimetap floods back into my memories. It's just, it rushes back, and it's delightful. And I feel like anybody that recaptures that Dimetap flavor, it's just your aces in my book. That's why I really liked the Johnny bootlegger we did a couple weeks ago. I bought some more of those. I was watching AEW Double or Nothing, and I was drinking the Johnny bootleggers, and it was great. I was just regaling them with the tales of Dimetap and my toy collection as a child, and how those just, like, even when I just think about it right now, I have this warm fuzzy feeling. And I was just saying, like, they could have done grape. Why cola? Do grape.
So you don't like the cherry?
Oh, this one's actually decent. I'm this is good.
I'm shocked. I actually really, really like this.
It's pleasant. But this regular cola, I am mildly fearful of, because the cherry in this is pretty good, but then
Yeah.
you get that back cola flavor.
It tastes like flat RC.
Yes, and I hate RC cola. I hate RC cola.
It's like, yeah, that's 100%.
RC
Flat
cola
RC.
is so bad. Like that and Shasta cola. And
Shasta's better than RC.
that's true. I will say Shasta is better than RC. But like a lot of the generic colas, just they don't taste good. Like Coke or Pepsi is where it's at. You either get Coca Cola or Pepsi, and you're fine. But when you start varying off into these, like even Fago Cola isn't good. Like Fago, you need to go with fruity flavors: citrus, orange, grape, strawberry, pineapple. Grape is the best. Grape is the best in all flavors. I had a grape crush over at Curtain Mysteries baby shower for Alice, and I don't know if you noticed, I was having a good time having my grape crush. It was great.
You know what? I didn't notice a man overly enjoying a grape crush during the baby shower. I did not.
Well, I was having a delightful time having a grape crush. So once again, memories. I still don't know what that says about me as far as my love for Diamond Tap.
So
But
you should have became a rapper.
but I ain't got the rhymes. I just
It's all right. You could have come up with mumble rap, and nobody would understand anyway.
true. I guess it's not too late for me. But Diane, amount of topics. We talked about Travis Barker's semen being drank by Courtney, which I just want to say, like,
Would watch.
no.
I want
So
to see that episode.
I have always thought Travis Barker's great.
Mhm.
He isn't part of the Transplants. He was part of the Aquabats. He was in Blink 182. You know, he's been part of so many great musical groups. Well, Blink 182 depends, but the Transplants, the Aquabats, aces, and I just Courtney. I mean, his ex-wife, who apparently wasn't famous.
Well, his
I don't know.
ex-wife Shannon, what is it, Shannon Mowgli or
I don't know.
Mowgli? Let's call her Mowgli. But she was a like beauty pageant person, so Courtney is right on par for what he's looking for.
I guess, but I guess the problem is she's a Kardashian, and honestly, though, looking at Courtney out of all the Kardashians, she is the least offensive to my eyes.
She's the one who told Kim to let like people are dying when she lost her earrings, and she threw that big hullabaloo.
Yeah,
So she's got, I don't know, she's done some like dumb shit, but
I mean, Kim is the worst. I think we can agree with that.
I don't know, man. I would easily say Chloe's taking the lead. Chloe used to be the best.
Chloe, all I know is she was which basketball player is she married to now?
Chloe?
Yeah.
She's not married to anybody. She's on and off again with that one dude.
Oh,
Um
because it seems like isn't she the one that's always dating a basketball player?
they've all dabbled, but Kendall's with a basketball player. And Chloe was with a basketball player. I can't remember his name right now.
I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, NBA, you get paid marvelously. I mean, honestly, if the right NBA player hits on me, I might be like, oh, I'm just saying, money talks.
I mean, okay, cool, but
I'm just
some of them
saying.
are handsome. Tristan Thompson is the one that, and I'm not gonna press my brain any further to figure out who Kendall's But yeah, she's with somebody too.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, and then I mean, Kim is
Trying.
dating Pete Davidson, which honestly I feel like Pete could do better.
I kind of agree. Not like I don't know. I'm happy for them. I'm not happy
Although
for
I'm
them. I
gonna
don't
say
know
this
them.
though,
What would I say? Good on them. I guess good on them.
I I do feel for Kim dealing with everything that's going on with Kanye.
Yeah.
That shit's nuts. I don't know what's going on now. We talked about it one time before with the flowers and the truck and all that. But
Because it sucks to have kids with somebody. I mean, I don't know. Haven't had it, but somebody you can't like. That would be a lot.
did you have you
If I ever have to get a divorce, I hope I don't have kids with them.
yeah have you seen the Genius documentary about Kanye West on Netflix?
No, I thought about it, but I just it's not high on my list of things right now.
It's worth a watch. Like, look,
Is it?
Netflix and documentaries, solid. Netflix has some of the best documentaries. Now, okay, well, Hulu does have the whole did the original what was it Skinwalker Ranch documentary, and I dig that. But now they made it to a TV show on History Channel, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I feel like once the History Channel gets its hooks into something, it gets ridiculous. Like you just can't. It just feels fake now. It
The
just does.
best thing History Channel has ever done is Vikings, and that was fucked from the very like core up. It was just fantasy galore.
That's true. History Channel hasn't done anything about proper history in forever. I used to love watching Pawn Stars, and then they do that refurbish like old stuff, and then you had
Forged in Fire
Bounce
is good.
Customs.
I like watching
Oh,
Forged
the
in Fire.
knives.
Mhm.
That's all right. But Pawn Stars ran its course. And then too with fucking what's his name going to prison for his weird chicaneries. Chumley, who was like the most entertaining person on the show. Just it was good enough. The one I'd say the biggest problem that History Channel made is when they started making the spin-off shows, is they clearly just exposed how scripted all those shows are. With like the people coming in, because
Mhm.
if you look back to some of the older episodes, you'll have seen the dude that did the restoring stuff come in and pawn stuff, and it's like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. There was a lot of stuff that look, it's just back like when in the old days of wrestling, they were exposing the business. You don't expose the business. If you like, if you're gonna do a spinoff show, it's fine if you bring them in as just consultants. That works properly. But when you had earlier episodes when they were pawning stuff, and then you have them later on as consultants, and then they get their own spinoff show, people don't need to know how you make the sausage. Don't expose the business. We need that suspension of disbelief. Ugh. I don't want to drink the cola, but we're already going over the last few podcasts we've gone over. We've been almost 2 hours last few podcasts. I'm forever going to view this as a jizz cup. I shouldn't have used this
Okay.
for the example.
Well, as long as you don't put it into practice.
I'm not going to discuss my personal life. But I feel like we need to start getting into the final review. Let me take one more sip of greatness. Greatness was a stretch. The betterness.
Can I show off something?
Yeah.
Hiya. My beautiful fiance's painting.
You need to back it up a little bit.
I know, I'm trying, but it's caught in my headphones. And it looks really dark. And I can't.
It's a dark forest of dildos.
That's what it kind of looks like. You can't really. This fucking water is bright as hell, though.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a very nice painting.
I really think so.
But I did immediately think it's a forest of dildos.
Well,
And you know what?
Well, it's all the topiary that's around New Mexico. Everything looks like a dildo.
My thought is paint what you know.
Or
And
Texas.
Yeah. What does Maverick know best? Dildos. And you know what? Solid.
It's my favorite gift ever because mine and my fiance's anniversary came up. And he was like, I honestly thought we were going to a strip club. He said it was BYOB. And that's what I was like, oh, because we had talked about going to strip clubs. I've never been to a strip club. When I turned 18, I told myself, I'll be going to strip clubs. I'm going to go to Zebras. Like, that's.
Zebras closed before he turned 18, I think.
No.
Didn't
Not too long after, though. We missed Zebras by by like a short amount. They've been talking about getting a strip club in my town since I was in high school.
So far, there's a frame built. There's a frame to a building of that supposed to be a strip club eventually.
I'm 20 now, so 10 years later, pretty much. 11 years later.
Well, from what I heard is first they were supposed to get the strip club, and then there was a bunch of the religious people. We don't need a strip club. Jesus saves. Religious people. And then they started building it. Then they ran out of money, and now there's just some items in the shape of what could be a strip club in the future.
What they need you to do is open that up to the public and let some ladies grind on some beans.
Yeah.
Get the community in support so we can get that bad boy built. But anyway, it was a joke at the school that everybody was going to go get a job at the new strip club, and never, it never came to fruition. So,
Wait. Okay. It all lists El Pasos.
I'm always proud of Maverick. Everything he does, I love him. I was super happy because I've been wanting him to paint with me, and
Okay, so the last update on the Las Cruces strip club, the article was written in 2018. Bronx strip club in Las Cruces progressing toward opening in May. In May. This article was written in February 8th, 2018.
It's just not happening. It's not happening. Las Cruces isn't getting one, and we all should just. It's not happening. 10, 11 years later, we still don't have the strip club. It's not happening.
No.
Weed has been legalized in this state since the strip club.
And no boobies to go look at while you smoke your bud.
Uh, but no strip club. Cool. Cool Las Cruces is cool. Which is fine. I don't mind, but I'm also just like, come on now.
That's fair.
Yeah, because it's not bad. There's something really nice. There's something really nice about it. It's actually pretty. And mine has a lot
Oh.
more white spots, which you can't tell in the pictures we posted, but mine has more white spots
Yeah.
than his does. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. I like it. It's going to go back here.
It's a psychedelic,
that part over
menacing
here.
forest of dildos. And
I
you know
really
what?
like it.
If I were to describe Maverick in one statement, is a menacing forest of dildos. And that's what we love about you.
Well, I was thinking about doing it because I know you're not supposed to plan your own bachelorette party, but I'm kind of doing it. Got OCD, and also like it's very important to me that it's a sober affair because my wedding is
Yes.
not going to be, and my sister is sober. So if she can't be there for the end, the like after party
Well-
wedding stuff, I want her to be there for the bachelor party 100%.
Deborah's California sober.
Yeah, well, she does weed. I'm like, I want it to be weed friendly or,
Thank you.
no alcohol is the thing because
Yeah.
I don't think she'll be able to be there for it's very important to me that if I can't share the end of my wedding with her, that I have at least the bachelorette party with her.
Yeah.
So, because I'm not going to have a dry wedding. As much as I love her, that's not happening.
Yeah.
But, so I was thinking this as an option, but it is so stressful. It was one of the most stressful things I've ever gone to because it happened so fast. And they're like, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this. And she was like, okay, so you think that this is going too fast and this is hard? Well, wait until the next part because you got to go faster. And it was just like, oh my God. Like, and I'm not a perfectionist, but I'm, again, OCD. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to make it look nice. And she's just like, go, 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 go. But I think if we had a private party, it might be a little different. But
Yeah. Ben, did you try this yet?
no, I'm really trying not to.
Well,
Still not poured
we
this
have
one.
to try this. We're getting into the 2-hour mark. We're at an hour and 46.
I'm
We gotta
filling up.
people are waiting for a final review. Enough menacing dildos. They're delightful.
They're beautiful. They're gonna be right there for the rest of my podcasts in this house. They're my favorite gift ever because I've been wanting him to paint with me, and he took me here to do it. And I was like, yeah, because he's not that type of person, and I thought that was a wonderful gift.
That is lovely. I was actually kind of surprised when I saw it on your Facebook timeline.
I was too, because he was like, oh no, because we had to drive past Alamo Draft House, and he was like, oh, we're going to go see Maverick, and I was like, okay, but I was so confused by the BYOB thing, and I was like, you know what? That's how we do it in Cruces. That's how I've always gone to theaters. You bring your own beer, sneak it in your purse. But I was just confused. And then we showed up at the actual thing, and I was just like, holy shit. Like, it was crazy, but it meant a lot to me. The stressfulness of the situation really didn't mean much. It was more just of like, he actually fucking painted with me, and that's fucking fantastic.
And that's what makes him a delightful human being.
Exactly. He's such a thoughtful person. And that makes me I've never dated a thoughtful person before.
That's true.
He was telling me that he thought being around my family would be harder, and I was like, no, they all like you. Everybody, I'm like, it could be if everybody didn't like you, but you're like the first boyfriend I've ever dated where everybody was just like, I am down. I've dated some real,
Yes. Piece of works.
yeah, this is the best
This
way
is
I can
kind
say
of
it.
terrible. I hate this.
Besides, he's also a lovable guy, of course.
Yes. This is fucking terrible, though.
Oh, did you know
I
Vegas
would.
Danhausen or Vegas Hausen? Sorry, not Danhausen. I got a cameo from Danhausen for his birthday
Oh, what?
from Maverick.
That is delightful.
It was delightful. I kind of heard it. I was coming in and out of consciousness because I was tired, but and Moonbeam Hausen. But it sounded really cool. I wanted to stay awake for the reaction and all that, but I
Yeah.
was past this now.
With confirmation, it was amazing. I'm sure it was. Dan
It
Housen seems
was.
like a delightful human being. I hope to one day meet him in person.
It tastes like nothing but the cola.
Danhausen, if you come across this somehow, I mean, piercing, tattoos, come to Pink Street, we'll hook you up. Dick piercing, right here. Gotcha.
Maverick was so excited for you to see it because he was just like, he's been having a tough time and it's his birthday coming up, and I just wanna let him know we care. And I was like, that's super sweet. And I was seriously trying to stay up to see how it how it went because I just wanted to know, but I passed out.
Yeah.
I'm
Dan,
glad you really liked it.
did you try this?
Yes, it tastes like nothing and then RC cola.
Yeah, this is terrible.
I think it's better because it tastes like nothing and then RC cola.
I know, it just the aftertaste builds.
The cherry cola is better than this one, but I would put this one before the citrus.
Yeah.
But I would put the orange soda before this one. So
I like the citrus better than the orange.
what?
I do. But
You don't
the,
like the airborne?
the liminess kind of comes through. The cola is fucking awful. And I feel burpy as fuck. The the cherry is definitely the best. The cherry cola, solid. Solid. I am happy with cherry cola. Which I honestly thought I was gonna like the orange the best. But they let me down. I mean, I think the biggest problem is you can taste the chalkiness. This one didn't have a chalky flavor to it. Like I almost felt like I was chewing on airborne when I was drinking this, and that shouldn't be a thing. You're supposed to be having a delightful time. Yeah, it's not delightful. It's not delightful. Cherry cola is delightful.
Mm, so what are you thinking? What is your say on 1, 2, 3?
Okay, so real quick before we do this, I'm gonna give a rundown because we're podcasting, we're professionalish. So we have our main eventers, 5 out of 5. Upper mid card is 4 out of 5. 3 out of 5 is in the mid card. Lower mid card is your 2 out of 5s, And then you flat out jobbers is 1 out of 5. Okay. Now, I'm going to go with as a whole, the Bud Light Seltzer hard sodas, I'm going to say are lower mid card. Yeah. Because the only one that really stands out was cherry cola. Which that reminds me. Let me see.
Nine, stop. Yeah, chill out a little bit.
Yeah, and see, this one also has. It's a little bit lighter than a regular cola, but you know what? It's solid.
I was gonna put it just mid card, but they're better than Bang Seltzers, Justin. What did we put Bang Seltzers at?
I don't remember. I think didn't I call those jobbers?
As long as they're not tied with that, I hope so. Gee, I hope so.
I don't remember. Let me take a look real quick.
It is. Oh goodness. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as you think. Bang is definitely worse. It's still like something about these really high flavored seltzers tastes like chalk. Like I don't know what it is. This is very faint chalk, so I feel like it should be better than whatever chalk, even the chalky shit we drank last week. It's better than what we drank last week.
Where would you? Oh yeah, the Neon Burst.
So whatever we put those at, they have to be better than that.
Okay. Bang hard seltzers. I pulled up the podcast right now.
We don't keep track of.
I really should write this down.
Yeah, because it's like I don't remember what we rated last week's, but it's definitely better than that.
Jobbers. Like, you're not even the Brooklyn Brawler in this situation. You're not Barry Horowitz. You're not the one. You're not whatever 1-2-3 Kid's name was before he beat Razor Ramon. This is like local enhancement talent number 5. Bang. You have let this man down.
He's really hurt. I did not know he had such expectations for this.
I was with this. I'm impressed at how clear your camera is in this one. I don't know why
is it really bad?
It's not
Does
as
that help?
bad, but it's much clearer in this podcast than it was in the others. Yes. Make weird faces in the camera.
That was my flirting face.
This because
That's how I nailed my man.
This is appropriate to be 5% ABV. Because look, I'm telling you right now, I don't feel hammered.
I feel really full, honestly. I'm so full. I am so full.
These are Bud Light Seltzers hard sodas. And honestly, the regular Bud Light Seltzers are actually pretty decent. Didn't we do a Bud Light Seltzer, or did I just buy those because I wanted to get drunk one night?
Yeah, we've done we've done Bud Light Seltzers.
And the regular Bud Light Seltzers are enjoyable. Oh, the kitty ad is on for Nino Kunai.
I have to go to the bathroom again.
How is it you have to pee so
I am
much?
a female.
All right.
I'm cleaning out my systems, motherfucker. I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to
go pee and drink some cranberry juice. So I'm left here all alone because I've had the regular Bud Light seltzers. We've done them on the podcast, and they were adequate. Honestly, I think Bud Light seltzers, the regular seltzers, are pretty solid seltzers. They might be better than White Claws. That reminds me. I need to make a note. White Claw has a new seltzer. It's like surf something. I don't know. I don't know what the flavor of a surfboard tastes like, but they got some surf vibes or some shit. So that's gonna be one of the next ones to try. I really want to review the Mountain Dew seltzers, but I don't know where to find them. I haven't seen them anywhere. As a matter of fact, let's take a look here and see where can I find a Mountain Dew seltzer. Because I really want to try the Mountain Dew hard seltzers and see if they're worth the shit. Because I might be willing to go on a journey and see where I can find some. Variety packed. They are nowhere to be found. How do I find? They don't have. Let's go with variety pack, and then let's do. Let's do the address of the tattoo shop. No results. Let's just do Texas. Oh, there's Diane. I was looking to see where I could find Mountain Dew hard seltzers.
I feel like that's a hangover for sure.
I know,
That
but
has to be a hangover. There's no way in hell Mountain Dew anything doesn't like music.
I'm just trying to find like the closest place.
It's gonna be like Montana or something like that.
How do they not have them in California? I don't know where. Florida, Tennessee, and Iowa. Jesus fucking Christ.
That sounds about right, though. Right?
Like, none of those is like it's a quick road trip. That's like a fucking commitment.
We're getting married in Iowa.
Fuck. That's some bullshit. That is some fucking bullshit. Like, I would thought they at least have them in California by now. Yeah, that's a long drive, but like, I'd be willing to do it for you people. Look, for you viewers, I'm willing to drive to California. That sounded like a baby.
It's Nina. She's got the zoomies and she's I don't know if it's a bug she's got, but she's it's a bug. Oh my goodness. Speed up. Let her get it. It's a big cockroach.
Why are you being attacked by cockroaches so much lately?
I don't know, dude, but they're giants. Something has happened to the cockroach population, and they're all fucking giant. See, that's why you need cats, though. rats and cockroaches. Not a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty sure she's killed it because she's just staring now. So I save cockroaches. I do. I like cockroaches. I like bugs, period. So if I can save a bug and I'll carry it to like another place. My sister, she woke me up the other day to do it for this giant bug, this giant cockroach. And I should have known from the get go it had wings, but I didn't. And I'm like, I do the old, cup and then you slide a paper in.
Yeah.
And then I went to go get it. And as soon as I got the cup close, it flew at me. And I was just like, okay. I was like, I'm sorry, Deborah. I'm sorry. We're both going to have to just accept this might end up in a room because I can't. I can't. I love bugs. I think bugs have an important part to play. And I don't mind them. When they touch me, I'll kill you. But like, I don't mind them. Bugs, I think, are nice. They're cute. All cute. Roaches are cute. You just don't want to find them in your food, like, or around your toiletries. It's not. You don't want them crawling on your stuff, on your skin. But otherwise,
No.
I love bugs. I love bugs. I really thought I was gonna do something
All
with
right,
bugs. But
Diane, it's your turn to hold us down while I go pee.
okay, cool. So I think we're at the point. I don't know if Moonbeam's still here. I'm gonna chug a little bit of this, and then I think I'm gonna go for the cup of doom. Maverick looked at me crazy one time because I was like, oh no, there's a bug in the shower, and I was like, and he was like, kill it, and I was like, no, he did the same thing with Black Widows. I killed the Black Widow because even against it was my morals, but yeah, they'll kill your animals. You can't. I'm not a dog versus a Black Widow. Okay, I'll kill the Black Widow, but I don't like killing insects. Cup of doom. I'm gonna chug some of this, and then I'll pour a little bit of that in there, and then this and that, and then I will give it a good
Are you doom cupping?
cupping.
Yeah.
Cup of doom. Yes. All of them. Yes. Looks
All right.
just like a dark abyss.
So, Diane, I had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're doing the Doom Cup, I am willing. What the fuck? I am willing to shotgun one of these while you chug the Doom Cup.
Citrus.
All right.
That's your least favorite, right?
That's the least horrible flavor.
The least horrible? Is
The
it
least-
citrus?
No.
Oh, you're right. I think the
Cherry
citrus
cola.
sucks. You like the citrus.
Yeah.
Get the cherry cola. Or whichever cola you don't like.
And I'm going to do a proper shotgun. So you Doom Cup, I shotgun, and we will properly determine how useful this beverage is.
Well, you're doing the one you like though.
All right, I'll do the regular cola.
Oh, you're asking too much.
I'm the guinea pig that usually does the worst shit on this show.
I know. So what are you doing?
All right, this is going to be really hard to shotgun. as we've determined, sometimes the shotgun ability of beverages can affect the outcome. I'm already burpy.
Moon was that side.
So, all right, let me.
So I guess
Ah!
let's go quick.
All right. Are you doom cupping?
Yes, and let me just say, not that bad, honestly. I mean, the cola flavors were dull anyway. It just tastes honestly what it tastes like. What I can taste the most is like cola. It just tastes like a flavored cola.
I'm covered in soda. Although I will say,
It's not bad.
shotgunning is the best way to drink this because you barely taste it.
Do you know what we should do? Maybe if people are interested,
Huh.
I'll make a drink that I think will be gross for next week. And
Thank
you
you.
make a drink that you think will be gross. Or we'll do like, I don't know. What do people want from this channel?
Yes.
I don't know what we are right
Leave
now.
it in the
but-
comments below.
What do you think we are right now? But I would like, I had so much fun making gross drinks back in the day.
Jesus Christ. There is so much spray from this. It's all over Snoop Dogg, Martha. It's on the Tidy Whities. It's on Hulk. It's on Doctor Strange. It's on the cow and chicken boxes. It hit Captain America. It's in the fan. It hit my rabbi. It's all over the floor. It's all over me.
You know what? Maybe King's Cup, but we'll play King's Cup, but we'll have gross ingredients like per player, and you have to toss
I'm
that
always
in,
struggling.
and then we'll do a, huh?
I said, I'm always struggling. Drinks, fun stories, and JP struggling.
Oh, for sure.
Jesus
know.
Christ. Like,
But that was wonderful. Thank you, Lynn, for challenging me because this drink together actually wasn't that bad.
did
I thought it was gonna suck, but it actually is quite tasty.
what was the one thing we were drinking? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna mix these together, and at the end I'm gonna drink it. And I went, oh, this is actually better than the original drink.
I don't know, but I'm thinking we need to purposely do something gross, you know, for each other. I'll pay for my shit. I'll figure it out next week.
You're
You
close to Picacho. Start hooking.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
We'll
try to make.
we'll make a drink. You'll at least have to try a sip of your own drink. So remember that.
Yes.
I don't know what rules to make here. If anybody has any rules that you think, but I think the idea is gross. But you can't use anything that'll make somebody, you know. I mean, I don't expect you to shit in my glass, but I'm just saying,
Well, I mean, within reason.
within reason. Has
Within
to be FDA approved. Gross.
Yes. You know what? I have an AEW title belt at the tattoo shop. So I'll buy another one and I'll order a sticker and I'll place it over it with like a logo for us. And
Samantha's off of work because of school being off, so I'm like, maybe I could get her to help us. And
Yeah,
maybe she could pick up stuff. and just choose a bunch of gross stuff and throw them together for us.
Yeah.
Because we need like somebody who's like. Because if I'm gonna have to drink my own drink, I'm not gonna get as gross as I could. So maybe we need like an outside source.
Well, you know me. I will go all out. I am not afraid to vomit on screen. I'm not afraid to look like a jackass. As I have mentioned, I need the verification of strangers on the internet.
Well, I'm just saying because I can prep for stuff. So,
Oh, nice. But
but maybe I'll ask her. I'll ask Deborah. We'll have like gross things made for us. Maybe.
we have gone exceptionally long on this podcast. We are best of the bottom. We're bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. We drink cheap booze, so you can too.
We'll make a poll, and we'll let people decide what goes in the drinks.
I don't know how
Maybe.
to make a poll.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sure there's a way to do it.
You can too.
We'll figure something out. If it's not next week, it's going to be in the coming weeks. Possibly next week. I don't know. There's so much shit going on. Honestly, the last few weeks, I haven't put together the show at the last minute. Like literally the last fucking second.
Maybe if any of you all have suggestions for something gross,
Yes.
hit us up.
Put in the comments below. Or in the chat. The chat. I still get messed up on the directions.
That's why you gotta talk with both hands. You're never wrong.
But as you can see, pretty much my social medias are down at the bottom because Diane barely does anything with social media. But TikTok, Twitter, Instagram at Bottom Class. Oh, what the fuck just happened? Oh shit, I deleted it. I meant to put it on the screen. Okay.
This is the most.
You can find us every Monday night right here at twitch.tv/bottom class, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. Pacific. We're on the old Twitch machine. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you can like, share, subscribe, click bells, get notifications. We're at Bottom Class Entertainment. It's a lovely channel. It's probably one of the smaller channels. We're trying to get to grow. It's still small, but subscribe there. Help us grow. Because once we get to 1,000, we can like monetize shit. And I like money, and I'm a broke bitch, and I get bougie sometimes, and I need people to help me get bougie. So please help this reverend be bougie.
Shh. We don't want you to be boozy. We already know you're bougie.
But I'm ghetto fabulous.
Help me get bougie. The less.
Yeah. Help
I'm
get
ghetto.
bougie.
He's ghetto fabulous.
We're also a website, paracoproductions.com. There's some t-shirts. There's some mugs.
Doesn't that feel racist? Do you feel the racism? I'm ghetto. You're ghetto fabulous.
What? You live in a nicer neighborhood than I do.
I mean, I live with my parents. I live in where I can at this particular moment.
Fair. Fair. Anyways, this has been Best of Bottom. And please just join our family, follow us, subscribe, hit us up on social medias, leave comments, tell us we're terrible at our jobs, and we'll go, yeah, we know. And, we love you guys and be part of the family. Consensual
Discord.
hugs. Disconsensual. Consensual hugs all around.
Yeah, my God. Accidentally, unconsensually hugged somebody once, and I wished I died.
Wait, what?
Somebody once, okay, so I was at the one party me, you, and Maverick went to.
Yes.
And there was this one dude, didn't know him very well. I thought he was leaning in to hug me. I didn't know this guy either. So in my head, I'm just like trying to be polite. So I was just like, yeah. And he was like, don't hug me. I hugged you this time, but don't ever hug me again. And I was just like, dude, I don't know you. I'm sorry. I legitimately would have never touched this man if I didn't think he was leaning in to hug me. He was just like, and then he went to everybody around. I don't know if he knew him or not. He was just like, yeah, she touched me and like she hugged me and she should have never hugged me because I don't like hugs and all the shit. And I was like, I've never met you in my life, dude. I thought I was being polite. I'm a hugger. Yeah, but I wouldn't hug a stranger if I didn't think a stranger was trying to hug me.
Jesus Christ. That sounds so traumatizing.
It was traumatizing because I was just like, I don't know to be upset or not because he clearly doesn't like to be touched. But I thought he was trying to touch me. And I couldn't sit there and be like, no, you misunderstand. I thought he was going to touch me. That's why I touched him. Like, it was such an awkward thing. I don't know him. I think he's a comedian. I don't know. But I just remember being like, well, damn. Wow. I traumatized somebody because I thought I was being like polite and doing the right thing. I was like, oh, he's coming to hug me, but he was trying to push everybody else out of the way.
Well, on that note,
yeah.
We've gone way over. We love you guys. And we'll see you next time. Tastes pretty good.